Yep. Today's the day. There will be no denying. Today is Winter Soldier and Falcon release. And it's Friday. So, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I was playing the cards yesterday. I am going to do a fight against the old Zola. We're going to do it on an expert. And we're going to include our Thunderbolt. So this should be interesting. We're playing with his we're gonna play with Winter Soldier's pre-con deck. Straight up aggression. He's designed to hunt down minions, kill minions, get bonuses from killing the minions. Zola is like the perfect villain for this. He's got a lot of minions. He's got a lot of cards that power him up. So potentially we can put ourselves in a pretty rough spot if he boosts up Blizzard. So that should be, I think that'll be interesting. I think that'll be fun. So let's get a little straighten up here a little bit. Let's shuffle up this little deck real quick, so that way I can have a sporting chance. This is my for recording purposes. Shuffle this deck up. We're using the pre-con deck that came pre-built for Bucky. It's aggressive, because that's what it is, aggression. Aggressive aspect. Our opponent is going to be the old Zola on experts. using the Blizzard Thunderbolts, or I'm sorry, the Whiteout modular set, which is Blizzard, which is the Thunderbolt that came with this hero pack. I'll get him all shuffled up. Have our obligation that we're slipping into the deck. Thunderbolt. Standard one set. Our 3 expert cards to make it now expert mode. While we're doing this whole shuffling nonsense. So the Island of Dark Zola. So in here we search the encounter deck for Hydra Prison, which already gone and grabbed, and we will reveal it. Then each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of Ultimate Battle Servant and puts it in play, engaged with them. Then we shuffle the encounter deck. Let's go ahead and flip that over. I have the Hydra Prison. I'm going to reveal it. Comes into play with 1 threat on it. So, Hydra Prison, when revealed, player searches their deck, discard pile, and hand for a hero-specific ally and places it face down underneath the scheme. Place X threat on the scheme, where X is the total cost of all allies beneath it, and then each player shuffles their deck. Then, when defeated, remove the scheme from the game, return each ally to their owner's hand. So, Winter Soldier's signature ally is Black Widow, so Black Widow will be put face down to the Hydra Prison. So this will be coming into play with 1 threat, and then adding up to her cost, which is 3, giving us a total of 4. We'll go ahead and set that up. Alright, so that's all set. So we switch over to 1B. Threat is 6 threat per player. The Island of Dr. Zola. So after we resolve the step 1 of the villain phase, which when we put threat on here, we place a test counter here. And then if there's 3 or more test counters here after doing so, we discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Then we put that minion into play, engaged with the first player, and then we remove the 3 test counters off the scheme. So every time we put threat on the scheme, beginning of the turn, we put these cute little test counters on there. And luckily, we do not have to start with threat on this. Fun. And then we'll reveal our villain, which will be Stage 2 Zola. He is blurry because I'm out of focus. He has 14 health. He is a 2-scheme, 2-attack villain. He has Retaliate, meaning every time I hit him, I take 1 point of damage. And then when he's revealed, we search the encounter deck and discard pile for the test subject's side scheme and reveal it. So we are revealing him now. So we'll go ahead and grab that right now, actually. So the test subject's side scheme comes in with 2 threat per player. Hazard icon. First player, and then when we defeat this side scheme, the first player discards cards from the top of the encounter deck until they discard a minion, and then they reveal that minion. So as you can see, why this is actually a pretty nice matchup, and why I wanted to pick this when I was reminiscing yesterday, thinking I would have had my stuff yesterday, but I didn't. But it's okay, we have it now. But this is actually a perfect. The Winter Soldier's pre-con deck is designed to fight minions and find minions. Armin Zola and his deck is designed to pump out minions and buff them. So I think this will be actually a nice even matchup. We have now gone ahead and revealed our Ultimate Battle Servant. It comes into play with Toughness. And then we have We have our hazard icon. We have our 2 threat. And nice, I think that satisfies everything as far as the villain stuff goes. So we'll go ahead and finish shuffling up the stack. And we will start the game. Winter Soldier. Here we go. Give it another. That's just slide. A lot of scheming I gotta do here. But I think Buck's got it. Think if I use the power of friendship, we can take Zola down. Alright, I think we're all nice and shuffled up here. Alright. We will draw to our hand size of 6. We will do our mulligans if we need to. So we already we drew into our cybernetic arm, which is fine. Because if we want, we can actually just mulligan. And we have the Bambino. Oh, while this attached our W gains 3 ammo counters. When attached character makes a basic attack, remove 1 ammo counter from your attack, does 3 additional damage. Don't forget, this actually might be nice. I say this is a weapon also that we can put on him. So let's mulligan these 4. Yeah, so I'm going to throw away my arm. Here's why. Oh! Can't hold on to anything. So the reason why I'm going to mulligan the arm, because with his actions cybernetically enhanced, I can spend 1 resource of any type, and I can search my deck and discard pile to bring it back. So I'm just giving myself an extra chance to see if I can draw into something good. So we get our aggressive stance, we get a spoiling for a fight, a genius, and 1 by 1. So I don't need the aggressive stance right now. I do not have the events I feel I need to pull back from my So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the aggressive stance. I'm gonna pay this as the resource, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab my cybernetic arm, and I'm gonna just go ahead and put that on. So now I have my arm. This makes me happy. And then we're gonna do let's do 2, 3. We'll play Genius and Shield Sidearm. And we'll put in play Bambino. And this comes into play with 3 ammo counters. Then I think we'll switch over to our hero form. And I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and attack the Ultimate Battle Servant to knock off his tough. And we are going to, I think we're going to use our cybernetic arm to generate a wild resource, and we're going to use it to pay for a 1x1, and it'll deal an additional 1 damage. So 1x1 deals 2 damage to an enemy, and then if this attack defeats that enemy, it does an additional 2 damage. Which it's not going to, so it's going to do a total of 3. But we softened him up a little bit. And then I'm going to use... Actually, you know what? Hold on. I misplayed that. Alright, hold on. Alright. This is all learning. We're learning a new hero. Alright, so before I do all that, so starting off like this, yes, I'm going to hit the Ultimate Bioservant to pop off his tough. And before I do the Cybernetic Arm for 1x1, I'm going to play Spoiling for a Fight. I'm going to discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until I discard a minion, and then put that minion into play engaged with me, and then I can ready up. So we're going to start discarding here. Oh, crap. Whoops. Well, we have a blizzard. Oh, winter is here. Alright, so now we have to deal with that. So Blizzard's now in. He has Villainous. And then he has a force response after Blizzard attacks a character, search the encounter deck, get this card power for it in case it's nice. Attach the character, otherwise stun that attacked character. Yeah. Well. Alright, so I'm readied up. Winter Soldier is going to attack the Ultimate Battle Servants, and we're going to remove 1 ammo counter from here, and then the attack's going to do an additional 3 damage, and this will also gain overkill. So we're attacking with 2, 3, so that's going to be 5. So we kill him, and then there's 1 extra damage left over. So with overkill, any extra damage goes straight to the villain. So we'll hit Zola for 1 damage. Since we didn't attack Zola, we don't get hit by his retaliate, which is a nice thing about the overkill. So since we defeated the Ultimate Battle Servant, we do get to trigger our Lethal Protector response. After you attack and defeat an enemy, you may remove 2 threat from scheme. We're going to go ahead and remove the 2 threat off of the test subjects. And when defeated, the first player discard cards from the top of the card deck until they discard a minion. Then we reveal that minion. And we get another Bowser. Right. I guess we'll use our cybernetic arm, and we'll play 1-for-1. Since we are generating the wild resource to play that, it does an additional damage because it is an attack event. So this will do 2 damage plus the 1, so we'll do 3 damage to Blizzard. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can do. I think those were fair. Already up. And we'll draw to a hand size of 5. There's our Metal Punch. 3, 4. Alright, so we'll put 1 threat onto the main scheme. Zola's going to attack. We'll go ahead and take it. It's going to attack for 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 damage that we're going to take on that. And oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. Got 8 on here. And then Blizzard's going to attack. Oh, he's going to attack for 2. He has Villainous with a boost. But he's also going to attack for 3. Force response after Blizzard attacks a character. Search the encounter deck and discard power for encased in ice. Then attach to that character. So, encased in ice. Attach to your identity. Attached character cannot attack enemies. Any player can attack this card as if it were a minion. If there is 3 or more damage here, move, but 3 damage here to attach character, and then discard this card. So we are encased in ice. The other battle servant attacks me for 1. That puts me. Alright. And now we're on player turn. So any player can attack. Alright, let's do... Let's play 3 resources. Let's put Deathlock into play. So when Deathlock comes into play, we search our deck or discard pile for a copy of Shield Sidearm, and we're going to attach it. Gotta get him strapped. This comes into play with 3 ammo counters. I'm gonna break that encased in ice. So I'll have Bucky attack the encased of ice. I'll put 2 on it. Then so it says that any player can attack the card, which means that means only I can do it. My minions can't do it. That's how I'm interpreting it. Let's play another spoiling for a fight. We'll discard until we get a minion, which we do, and it's a Berserk Mutate, and it has Quick Strike. So I just took 2 damage. But now I can ready my character up. Oh, I think I'm in a predicament because if I attack that encased ice, 3 damage is gonna get moved to me, and that'll kill me. I think we are gonna flip down. Yeah, I think we're gonna retell for 3. And we're gonna ready up. Oh, I forgot to put a test counter on last turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. Arm block. Alright, so 1 threat goes on, then we add another test counter. Zola's gonna scheme for 2, and then give the villain a tough status card. Just what he needed. So this goes to 4. Blizzard schemes for 1 and a boost. That's gonna be 1, 2. So let's push. So now we're on the Mad Doctor. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and reveals it. This is for an alter ego. I'll go for the Berserk Mutate, so I can't get hit with that Quick Strike. An alter ego. We got problems. Zola is coming at me swinging. So we have thresholds at 8 now on this. Starts with that. And test counters are set. So. Alright, so that pushed after he schemed, and then he schemes for 1. Then 0/0. We're on the encounter card, which will be another Berserk Mutate. Alright, cool. Zola's not messing around today. It's like, welcome to your debut. I'm from the first expansion box. Legacy. Legacy. That's what he's saying. It's Legacy. How do we get this predicament? It's 5 health enough to survive. Got Deathlog to block. Alright, we're just gonna flip the hit. We're just gonna have to punch our way out of this one. Alright, so we're gonna attack the Encase in Ice. That's gonna do 2 damage. That puts 4 on it. So then any player can attack the card as if it were a minion, which we did. If there is 3 or more damage here, move all but 3. Damage here to attached character and discard this card. So the 3 damage comes to me, so that brings me down to 2 health. That is not where we want to be. That gets discarded. Glad I got this arm block. Maybe that'll do something for us. We need to use our cybernetic arm, and we are going to play 1 for 1, 1 by 1, I should say. Sorry. And again, it's a hero action attack. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, deal 2 damage to that. So we are going to do the damage. So we also get an additional damage for it's an attack event. So we're actually doing 3 damage. So we'll do 3 damage to the Berserk Mutate. And lethal protect response after you attack and defeat an enemy, you remove 2 threat from scheme. We'll take 2 off of that. Put this 2 on there, and then we defeated that enemy, so we get to do 2 damage. To the Blizzard, so that puts him at 5. If I do that, we could potentially kill Blizzard. So throw 2 on the Blizzard. So he's at, he goes to 5. So he's got 11. I can actually do 7 damage with Metal Punch. And then 7, then 8. 9 wouldn't be enough, I don't think. Oh, that's actually a pretty sick card. New plan. We're gonna use a Metal Punch. We're gonna play a Firepower. So, hero action exhausts up to 3 weapon upgrades you control. And for each upgraded exhausted, this way, choose an enemy and then deal 3 damage to it. This gains range. So we're gonna exhaust what does that give me? 6? That puts him up to 11. Or we exhaust that, and then we do 3 damage to this Berserk Mutate, which will allow me to Lethal Protector again, and after you defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from Steam. So we'll take the last 2 off of the Hydra Prison, which we now will remove. And then we get Black Widow to go into our hand. And then I think we'll do 3 resources to put Black Widow into play. And after Black Widow, after you play Black Widow from your hand, return an attack event from your discard pile to your hand. I'm going to go ahead and grab the arm block because it's considered an attack card also. So I'm going to grab that one back. And then we're going to we'll go ahead and hit 2 on Blizzard. Then we're going to attack with Deathlock. It's going to attack with 1 damage. And then interrupt when attached character makes a basic attack, exhaust the shield sidearm. Remove 1 ammo counter from it. Then deal 1 damage to an enemy. To an enemy. So I don't have to, so I can actually pick different targets. I think we'll put it on him. So he's got 7, 8, 9. We got 9 damage on him right now. 1 less token. And 1 consequential damage, 2 Deathlock, and 1 to Black Widow. So we'll ready up. Drop 2, hands for 5. Three, 4, 5. So we're gonna put a tough counter on. Zola's gonna attack. I think we'll have Widow to defend. Attacking for 2. And then Blizzard's gonna attack. I am gonna use my cybernetic arm. And I'm going to do an arm block. So when an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. And then if you exhausted the cybernetic arm to pay for this event, which we did, prevent all damage from the enemy's attack. So he's going to attack for 2 with a boost. Shuffle the Zolas, mutate into the counter deck. So the next part of the card is I prevent all damage from the enemy's attack. So we take no damage. There is a force response. After Blizzard attacks a character, search the counter deck and discard pile for encased ice, and then attach it to that character. A little annoying. Alright. And then the ultimate Bioservant is going to attack for 1. Take the 1 damage. Then the Berserk mutate attacks for 2. We will we just have Deathlock just take it. Or if I should just do a regular defense. Yeah, can't break the ice, so it's gonna give me damage. We'll have Deathlock just block it. We get an encounter card. This will give me Surge, and I'm exhausted. And when revealed, discard cards from the top of the card deck until a tech attachment is discarded. And attach it to Zola's mood suit. Attach minion with the most remaining hit points. Oh. No, actually, it has to go on him. Because that's what his effect does. So, we attach it, and he gets +2. So he gets +2 hit points and retaliate. Who's... Oh. Oh, it's the same one. Alright. Actually, no. This would be... None of those would have gone in. Let's go back. I messed up. I was not paying attention. Alright. Now it's player turn. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm screwed. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. Look down. Games for 2, 3. That goes to 7. So schemes for 1. That's it. Zola gets the first win. That blizzard, really slows things down. Oh boy. I'm ready for an iron to drink. Hey, pick me up. Alright, so we reset this back up. It's gonna get 4, capture Black Widow. That's back in. How subjects comes into play. I think I just formed too many minions on me at once. I went a little too minion happy. It's just flesh wounds. So we're right back. So we grab something to drink. And I'll be right back. Woo! Yep. Alright, let's do it again. Alright. We reveal the island of Dr. Zola. Got our ultimate battle servant. Revealed the Hydra prison. Black Widow's been captured. 4 threat total. Revealed Zola. Test subjects to play. Gonna drop to our hand size of 6. The Winter Mask. Electrical Discharge. We've got the Bambino again. Firepower. One by one. I think that might help. Deal 4 to an enemy. Pay the spent using a energy resource. Stun that enemy. And we could throw 4 damage at Zola and stun him. It's never a bad thing. Let's do... I think we use sidearm. I think we use sidearm as a resource to search for our arm. And we can put that into play. Now the question is, flip to hero. We use Spelling for a fight to pay man on the wall in. And the reason why I'm looking at this one right here, so you play only if your identity has a soldier trait, which we do. Hero action, exhaust man on the wall, reduce the cost of your next card you play this phase by 1 for each minion engaged with you. So I can essentially pay this for free. Because this will be exhaust this, reduce this to 1, and then use my arm to throw an electrical discharge at Zola. I'll hit 4 damage on him, and then I'll get 1 damage from Retaliate, but we'll get a since this is wild, and we can turn that into energy, we can stun him, and he won't have an activation. And then I probably would hold on to this after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust mass, draw a card. That gives me your card draw, which is nice. I think that might be the way to go. So yeah, so we'll do Spoiling for a fight. We'll put man on the wall on. And then we can exhaust man on the wall, and we'll reduce the cost for electrical discharge. We'll use our arm to generate a wild resource, which we'll use to be energy. We'll deal 4 damage to Zola, which will hit me for 1 for Retaliate. And then we're gonna stun Zola. And I think I'll hold on to these two. And we got aggressive stance, deathlock, and a sidearm. Alright, so we get 1 threat onto the main, 1 test counter. Zola is stunned, he will not be able to attack against us. Ultimate Battle Servant will attack for 1. We'll let that hit. So that will drop us down to 9 life. And then we get 2 encounter cards. First one is a whiteout. When revealed, find Blizzard and reveal him. If he's already in play, he engages you, and then Blizzard activates against you. If no enemies activated this way, gain surge. So I guess, oh. Guess we're gonna get Blizzard right off the rip. So he's villainous. He's gonna attack for 2. And his force response brings out a case in ice. And we're back to square one. That gets attached to me. And pain inhibitors attached to the minion with the most remaining hit points. which is obviously Blizzard. And Blizzard gets 2 additional hit points. And he has Retaliate now. Okay, well, this went completely worse. Um, well, we could exhaust Man on the Wall. We can reduce the cost of your next card you play this phase by 1. So we'll play a Shield Sidearm on us. We're gonna have Winter Soldier attack be encased in ice, and then we're gonna exhaust this. We're doing a basic attack. Remove 1 ammo counter. This just deals damage to him. It's pretty good. Guess we'll put our armor on. We get 3 hit points. Zola attacks for 2, 3. Oh, 1 second. Alright, grab some. Um. So he's attacking me for 1. And then okay, he's gonna hit me for 1. And then he's gonna hit me for 2, 3, 4. And we get 2 encounter cards. I have force response after text. For in case of ice. And attach to that character. So now we have 2 of them. First one, attach the minion with the most remaining hit points. Now he's an additional 2. So he's at 20, he's got 20 health. And he has guard. Quick strike. This is a no-win situation right now. Yeah, I can't even attack that. Alright, so I can reduce the cost of my next card I play this phase by 1 for each minion engaged with me. I got 3 engaged with me. We'll put in and play our rifle. We'll put Deathlock in play. When he comes into play, search your deck or discard pile for a copy of Shield Sidearm and attach to him. Yeah. I guess we'll do a basic attack with Deathlock. It's an ultimate Battle Servant. We have 3 of these on, so we're gonna exhaust 1, remove 1, ping off that, and then do 1 damage to the ultimate Battle Servant. And then he'll take 1 consequential damage. We'll flip down. One thread goes on. Then 1 goes on here. If there's 3 or more, move, and then discard to bring until we get a minion. So the Zolas mutate. And Zola schemes for 2. Put a test counter on. So that'll go to 5. He schemes for 1. That'll go to 6. That will push to another bad situation. Alright, so Rin revealed. Search the counter deck and discard pile for a minion. And then reveal it. Comes in with 1 threat. Blizzard schemes for 1, 2, 3. 0, 0 schemes for 1. That goes to. Alright. Oh, I actually need one more counter card. Discard and upgrade or support your control. Discard our arm. It's our turn, and we'll use a firepower. We're gonna recover for 3. So, one, two, not enough. Let's flip the hero. We'll exhaust Man on the Wall and reduce our next cost of our next card in play by 1 for each minion engaged. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So with that, we can actually we can put in a Nick Fury Sr. And we can either remove 3 threat from a scheme, or we can draw 2 cards. I'm going to take the 2 card draw. Let's do... So we do 6 damage for them. But I can't attack. Keep forgetting I can't attack. Can't attack. Such a stupid situation I'm in right now. This is after he attacks a character, search the power dog, goes for power. Is that a typo? Attach to your identity, but it says attach to character. Attach character can't. I need like a song. I guess I'm always supposed to have one of these on. It doesn't say limit 1. Attached character cannot attack. So after Blizzard attacks a character, search the encounter dock to discard power for it in case of ice attached to the character. Shuffle. Otherwise, stun the character. I don't know. It doesn't say that it's limit 1 per identity. Yeah, I don't know. I think, we're 2 off of that. Ugh. One. Two. 4 damage. 4 damage goes on here. And then everything but 3 goes and moves. Yeah, I probably should take 2 off of that. Hold on to that. Uh, 3, 5. On 1 test counter. Zola's attack. 3 defense. 2, 3. You are stunned. Ultimate bio attacks. Widow defend, take 1. He's gonna attack for 2, defend 4. Dead. Oh my gosh. It's kind of rough. trying to think. That thing that blizzard, I don't know if it's one. If I lose one more time, we're gonna modify the deck. I think that's fair. 3 attempts, and then we gotta build. There's a lot of things we have to do in the beginning of the game. Metal Punch. 1 by 1. Arm. Bambino. I like that card. That's a good card. Spoiling for a fight. I think priority is we try to... I think we gotta get the test subjects done first. Let's mulligan one. We're gonna keep Wall. Bambino. Mulligan this one. I think we hold on to the Death Punch. Maybe we hold on to a Spoiler for fights. And then we're gonna do that to get our arm. I think it's fun to play. We're gonna flip the hero. We're gonna thwart 2 off of test subjects. So then this is defeated, and then we discard up. There you go. And then quick strike. I get hit for 2. Okay, and then we spoil for a fight. Discard so we get a minion. Hopefully it's not Blizzard. Alright, it's not. He gets put into play. We get to ready up. We're gonna do Bambino to put Man on the Wall into play. So we're gonna exhaust Mana Soldier, and we're going to play Metal Punch, and we're gonna deal 7 damage to the Zola's mutates. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We do that. We get to. Maybe it's more ideal. No, because we could save the strength for another play. So give me an additional 8. So also give me overkill, and I can throw 3 damage onto Zola. Yeah, we might. Nah, let's. Yeah, I guess we will. So cybernetic arm. But the strength and health. No, let's just play it for free. Well. So we're gonna Metal Punch. 7 damage to him. He's defeated. With the Protector, I can remove 2 from a scheme. Then I'm going to thwart 2 off of this. Then I get Black Widow and me. I mean, I mean, this last couple of games, like that's a pretty good start right there. Got the 2 side schemes done, and we're not dead yet. So hopefully we can just get built up before. Oh, we got a genius. Oh, we got resources. Nice. We got another Metal Punch. There we go. All right, cool. So threat goes on. Tusk counter goes on. Zola's gonna attack the 2. We're gonna defend 2. Then Tusk counter goes on the main scheme. So we take no damage on that. Ultimate Bioservant hits us for 1. And then Berserker hits us. Dropping it down to 6. Encounter card, Encased in Ice. Attached to your identity. Attached character cannot attack enemies other than this card. So now we're dealing with that. Well, I think we're just gonna straight up man on the wall, reduce their next card that we play by 2 for every minion engaged. So that's gonna be 2. And then we'll do aggressive stance. We'll put Black Widow into play. Black Widow comes into play. You may return an attack event from your discard pile to your hand. I think we'll grab Winter Widow Soldier Spy. Since we got the team up available. We will use Cybernetic Arm. And we'll use Genius to play Metal Punch onto our Encased Ice. So we do the extra damage for using the Cybernetic Arm. That's going to be 8 damage. So 8 damage gets applied to the ice. If there's if there's 3 or more damage here, move all but 3. So that 3 damage goes to the character that's attached to, which is me. So I take 3 damage. Puts me at 3. And then we'll play Strength, and then we'll play Winter Widow Soldier Spy. It's a team up. Hero action, put a preparation upgrade from your discard pile into play, and then deal 4 damage to an enemy. Well, our preparation card will be the aggressive stance. And the hero responses after you engage a minion, discard that card, search your deck for an attack event, and add it to your hand. Let's get that off. I want to drop down, maybe. I don't want him to scheme out, though. We're going to be getting another minion regardless. And I think we're going to lose the main no matter what, so I might as well flip down, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2 goes on, then 3, then we discard until we get a minion. So I'm sure it'll be Blizzard. It's pretty good showing up at the wrong time. Nope. Glad we did the flip down because we would have got killed with that quick strike. And then we move the 3 off of this. Zola schemes for 2, 3. So yeah, it's unfortunate. He's gonna scheme for 1. So that'll push it to 6. Okay. So there you have it. Got and then we have to do our encounter card, which will be a Surge. And then Zola's going to scheme, and we're confused. Scheming for 2. Give the villain a tough status card. And we get confused. And he schemes for an additional 2. And that puts it at 3. Alright. Yeah, his recovery time is not great. Do this. We'll put in that for free because we're engaged with 4 minions, and I reduce the cost of my next card by that. So gain 3 hit points. So that puts us at 9. Shield sidearm. Shield sidearm for a Winter Mask. Now a Spy. And then we can do Firepower. Play. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. Exhaust the cybernetic. Actually, do we? We'll have Black Widow hit 2 on mutate. That'll put her to 2. Then we cybernetic arm, and we do 1 by 1. Which we get to do an additional damage because we used the arm to pay for it. And it's an attack event. So we'll do 3 damage to the Berserk Mutate. He's defeated. We'll do the Lethal Protector response. We'll remove 2, throw it off with the scheme. And then if this attack defeats an enemy, we can deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll do another 2 damage to the other mutates. And then we can take that off because of our Lethal Protector. Running out of moves. Oh, crap. I should have responded, but I'll respond to it now. After you attack, defeat an enemy, exhaust Winter Mask, and I was able to draw a card, so we'll do that now. We draw into Safe House. Yeesh, I don't know if I want to do that. We'll use Firepower. We'll play Safe House so we have one. It'd be nice if that healed me more. We'll hold on to Super Soldiers. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, not terrible. We're starting to starting to get built out. We'll hold on to super soldiers. And we get 2, 3, 4, 6. No, not 6. I should not have that. I think it was that one right here. 5 cards. Okay. So, 1 threat, 1 test counter. Zola's going to attack. I think I will have Black Widow defend that. Attack it for 2, and then this gets shuffled back into the encounter deck. The Widow's gone. Clean up the mess a little bit. Ultimate Bioservant's going to attack. We will... We'll use the arm. Play the arm block. We'll deal 3 damage. And then we'll prevent damage. Then Ultimate Bioservant's going to attack. Defend it. And then we get the counter card, Mind Ray. Zola attacks. Attacking for 2. Gets the toughness, which he already has. Now I'll take 2 damage. Alright, and then that will complete the villain's turn. Exhaust me onto the wall, reduce our next card by 1 for every minion engaged, which we have 2. So we'll go ahead and do Firepower and Deathlock. Put in Nick Fury Sr. And I think what we'll do is we will... let's draw 2 cards. So we drew into Aggressive Stance and Energy and the Super Soldiers. It doesn't help. Yeah. I just get rid of it. Let's hold on to this. And 4, 5. 2 threat. Test counter. Zola attacks, then Nick Fury Sr. defends, attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5. Ultimate Bioservant attacks. We'll take the 1. And the encounter card is Blizzard. And this is where it all goes downhill. I need to flip down. We get 8 damage on him. I want, but it's smarter for me to. I can't thwart. We're gonna hit him, take his tough off. We use our arm. Actually, before we play that, we play energy. Silent Infiltration is our next card we play. And then we are gonna... Actually, I could just play that for free, I guess. Hold on. Let's recap that. Mana Wall. Play this for free. And we did do the thing to knock off the top. Then we go Cybernetic Arm, which would reduce that by 1. Then we play... Oh, I could have... So I misplayed. When he engaged me, I could have actually discarded this and searched my deck for an attack if I add to my hand. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to replay that. It's my deck, right? The deck? Yeah, search the deck, not discard pile. So... yeah, I would grab... Electrical Discharge. Alright, so then this would have been gone. Then would I have done anything different before I popped his tough off? So replaying everything real quick. Before I even put this down. So this would have been my hand. I have another one of these. Ideally, I would want to stun Blizzard. So I think that's what I would do. So we would do this, pay for that. So we would man on the wall. So we didn't pop this yet. So we would man on the wall, reduce our next card played by 2. We would put in Silent Infiltration for free. We'll pay double energy and do Electrical Discharge and deal 4 damage to Blizzard. And if we use energy resources, we could stun him. So we would stun him, so he won't activate now. That makes me happy. And then we would... Oh man, we would do a lot of damage. I think the smart thing to do is we would pop the top off him, and then we'll use our Cybernetic Arm, Metal Punch, these 2 resources. We get an extra damage for using our arm. So it's going to be 7, 8 with Overkill. Because we used our arm to pay for the event. So the damage isn't going to matter. So the Ultimate Battle Servant dies. And then the Overkill damage knocks off his tough. So that's splendid. And then I'm going to trigger responses for my Winter Mask to draw 1 card. And then Lethal Protector, after you attack and defeat an enemy, we remove 2 threat from a scheme. So the main's cleared. And then Hero Response, after you attack and defeat an enemy, discard this card and ready your hero and confuse an enemy. Now that's what we needed. This is... Now we're cooking with some grease. Alright, it feels good. That felt good. Alright, now what we can do is we can actually safely flip down. We're going to go ahead and recover 3. So it brings from 6 up to 9. And then we could... I mean, I could probably just wait. It's probably smart for me to not do that until... Because we're already going to get another minion. So... Actually... Yeah, why the hell not? So we'll exhaust... Nah, because they're going to scheme... I don't want to scheme out the main. I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to toss this card. Already up. Then we'll drop to our hand size of 6. 5, 6. Alright, we got Captain America. Awesome. Alright. And we got a 1x1. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. 1 threat on the main. And then we put a test counter on. That's 3. And then 3 or more, we discard cards here until we get a minion, put it in. So we're discarding. There you go. There's a minion right there. Zola's mutates. And then we remove the counters. Zola is confused. Blizzard will scheme for 1. And then this gets shuffled back into the counter. Then the Zola's mutate schemes for 1. That goes up to 2. We get an encounter card, and it's a Mind Ray. That's stupid. Schemes for 2. And then place 1 test counter onto the main scheme. And then for each test counter on the main scheme, Zola gets +1 scheme and +1 attack for this activation. So... Oh, Zola's schemes are confused. I'm already confused, so that's fine. So he schemed for... So that's the boost card. Alright, so he's scheming for base of 2, and then... +1 for the counter. So that's 3. So he schemed for 3, so this is at 5. And... Back to the... Now we're back in a scary situation. Alright. Player's turn. Alright, so let's safe house. Search the encounter deck for a minion. Then put into play engaged with you. Then draw a card. Ooh, we got Shadows of the Past coming up. That sucks. I don't want to deal with that. And our obligations coming up. 4 cards. Super thin deck. So the nice thing is that, yeah, we gave ourselves another minion, but the win revealed effect doesn't affect us, so we won't have to worry about that. And we get to draw a card into an arm block. So we're at 9. We could... Ooh, you know what? We are definitely... I got an idea. We are going to totally bypass that, bypass all those that bad situation coming up. I have a plan. Probably won't work, but... Alright, so we're gonna flip to hero. And then we're going to... ready up a shield card. Alright, well, I can't thwart. That sucks. We can attack, though. So we're gonna do 2 damage to the... How do I do 2 damage to the blizzard? So that would do 2. Bring Captain America in. That readies me up. I do another 2. Then he can do 2. I can do a 1x1. Probably the best option, to be honest. And I got these 2 hitters right here. He's stunned. But Captain America's got the tough. Alright, now we're gonna attack, do 2 on Zola's mutate. And then we're engaged with 3 of these, so we're gonna play this. And we are going to... Actually, hold on. Yeah, I guess we should. Alright, so yeah, we did the 2. We do Man on the Wall. We reduced the cost to get Captain America out by 3. And we play Shield Sidearm. If he comes into play, he can ready up a Shield character, which he readies up Bucky. He comes into play with Toughness. This is Captain America. And then he's going to do 2 onto the mutates. It's 4. And Cap loses his tough. And then I think what we do is we use our cybernetic arm. Actually, you know what? No, maybe we don't do that. No, we don't attack with Cap yet. So he comes in with 2. So then Bucky, and he readies up Bucky. We exhaust the arm. And then we play 1x1. It's an attack event, so we increase additional damage, so that's going to be 3. 3 damage on the Zola's mutate. So that will defeat him. If it defeats a minion, if it defeats an enemy, I can deal 2 damage to another enemy. So I throw the 2 damage on this one. And then I also leave the Protector to remove 2 off of the main scheme. And then I can trigger Winter's Mask because I did attack and defeat an enemy. So I can draw a card into Firepower. And this has been satisfied. And then I think what we do is we go 1, 2. Alright, so we play 2 resources, we play another electrical discharge. We deal 4 damage to Zola, and we get to put a stun on him. I take 1 for the retaliate. And then we do, I think we play Spoiling for a fight. So we discard cards from the top of the card deck until we discard a minion. So we bypass that, we bypass that, we bypass that. So we discarded the whole encounter deck, so we satisfied it. We don't get the benefits for the ready up, but we do avoid our obligation. We avoided the advance, we avoided the shadows, and we avoided a test subject. The only downside is that we don't get to we don't get our ready up. Well, we are ready actually. So it didn't even matter. Alright. But we do put a acceleration on the menu. Now the encounter deck is reset. And then pump some damage out on that thing. We'll have App hit 2 on him. Put him to 4, and then I'll finish him off. Now I can remove 2 off of this, put that at 1. And Cap loses top. And then we'll hold on to the arm block, and we're ready up. Cool. Not bad. Alright, so 2, 3, 4. Decked out, so we're gonna get a counter card. Now we can just get Blizzard out of here. I think we'll be alright. Then we can start focusing on Zola and his nonsense. So, alright, so 2 threat goes on. We're at 3. Test counter goes to 2. Zola is stunned, so he won't activate. Blizzard is stunned, he will not activate. Get another encounter card, revealing the first one. Ultimate Bow Servant. Gets tough, and then Assault. Zola attacks. I'm just gonna go ahead and defend it. So 2. Alright, no damage. Okay, here we go. First play, so on first player turn, we're gonna go spoiling for a fight. We'll discard cards so we get a minion. So Berserk Mutate comes in, has Quick Strike. That's going to hit me for 2. But I get to ready up. And then we can Man on the Wall to reduce the cost of our next card by 1 for each minion engaged with us. We will have 3, so we can put in our Winter Rifle. And then we'll We'll play one resource to put in a aggressive stance. And then we're going to go ahead and attack the Ultimate Battle Servant. And we're going to exhaust our Winter Rifle. When Winter Soldier makes a basic attack, exhaust Winter Rifle. Winter Soldier gets +2 attack for this attack. And he gains piercing and ranged. So it's going to be 4 attack with piercing and ranged. And we'll just go out and kill him, one shot. So, right. So what happens when you get your rifle now. So now we get to trigger a couple of responses. Lethal Protector allows me to remove 2 threat. And then we can trigger Winter's Mask, because we did attack and defeat an enemy. We exhaust the Winter's Mask, so we can draw 1 card into an energy. And that is all I can do on that. If I flip down, I'm gonna get screwed. Metal Punch. 1 by 1. Spoiling for a fight. So this goes to 3. This goes to 3. We discard till we get a minion. Zola's mutates. Move those. Zola's gonna attack. We are gonna cybernetic arm. And do an arm block. Then when an enemy actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do a regular defense. So 2, and give a tough status card to Zola. So no damage there. Blizzard's going to attack. We're gonna have Cap defend that. So he's attacking for 2. That's my card. 2, and then place 1 touch counter on the main scheme. Cap takes 2 damage. And then force response after Blizzard attacks a character. Search the counter deck and discard power for encased in ice. Attach it to that character and then shuffle. Otherwise, stun that character. Berserk mutate's gonna attack me. Cybernetic arm, arm block. We deal 3 damage, which will take him out, and that will let me trigger a couple of things. 1, I can trigger Lethal Protector because it's considered an attack card also. So I can remove 2 off of here. And I can trigger my Winter's Mask to allow me to draw a card to a Metal Punch. And we prevented all damage. Zola's mutate attacks for 2. I don't have an answer for that, so I'm gonna take 2. And that will drop me to 4. And then you'll get an encounter card. To call off guard, discard an upgrade or support you control if no cards were discarded this way. This card gains Surge. This will do Wondrous Mask. It's cheap. Spoiling for a fight, discard. It's a tough. It's ready. So if I do this, it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, going to attack and exhaust Winter's Rifle to get +2 for the attack. So that's going to be 4 damage onto Blizzard, so that's 8. And then we're going to Man on the Wall to do a Metal Punch. That's going to be 7, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I'm sorry. So that's, he's got 8. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's at 15. We just need 1 damage to end this nightmare. So hold on to that. So I pay the double just to play the 1-for-1, do 2 damage, do another 2 damage. I guess I would do that. We'll play energy 1 by 1, 1 by 1. 2 damage to Blizzard, and that will defeat him, and that's going to victory him. So there you go. We got rid of the Thunderbolt. And since that did defeat him, I get to do another 2 damage somewhere. I think I would throw it on this guy. We have a Metal Punch. Do I risk flipping down? No, because they're gonna steam. Nah, we gotta stand. We gotta stay up. Gotta stay up. So it says that the attached character cannot attack enemies, but I can defend, which makes no sense. Five cards. So, yeah, 2. 2. Zola attacks. I mean, it says that in case size, attached character cannot attack enemies other than this card. Doesn't say you can't defend. So, whoop. So we're gonna defend that. It's gonna be 2, 3, 4. So that's one way to get rid of your encased dice. Just get punched. And then Zola's mutate attacks for 2. Um, take the 2. And he'll hit me for 1. That leaves me at 1. And as long as it's not a gang up, it's not slippery conditions. Comes in with 3 threat. And then force response after an ally enters play, you exhaust it. Alright. Cool. Let's do let's play Man on the Wall. And we can play Silent Infiltration for free. And then we can attack the Ultimate Bioservant. Exhaust the Witcher Rifle. And we can knock him out. Instant kill. And then we can remove 2 threat from Scheme. Which we can just take it off this, I guess. And then we will Cybernetic Arm. And then go 1, 2, Metal Punch. Oh, and since I forgot to trigger this. After you defeat, we can discard this card and ready. Alright, actually, hold on. I skipped some steps. So after we did that, we defeated him, removed that from Lethal Protector, and then we remove this, ready our hero, then we'll confuse Zola again, and then we will, then we cybernetic the arm, so that's 1, and then 2, 3, and we do 8 damage because we get additional damage for using the arm, and we have overkill now. So he's got 3 health remaining, so we do 3 damage. He's defeated, and then the 5 damage goes over to Zola, but this tough is going to soak up the 5 damage. And then we can remove 2 threat off of a Scheme. Which I would remove off of this. Probably didn't like that. No, I want to get rid of that. I don't want the encounter card. So let's get rid of slippery conditions. That's done. I think we've slipped down. Then we recover for 3. So that'll put us to 4. We hold on the death lock. Now we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1. So this is at 5. Test counter goes on. That's 3. And then discarding to the minion. Which is the Zola's mutate. And then remove 3. Zola's confused. Schemes for 1. So that's at 6. And then the encounter card is an Ultimate Bioservant, which gets a tough. And that ends the villain's turn. We are going to recover for 3. So that puts us at, we're at 7. So we go to 7. And then we do a safe house. Discard so we get a minion. Awesome. Glad we did that because we don't get hit with a quick strike. And then we're going to flip to hero. And then we are going to man on the wall to play Deathlock free because we're engaged with 3 minions. And Deathlock enters play. Search your deck or discard pile for a copy of a shield sidearm and attach it to him. Attach to a shield character, and then gets 3 ammo counters. And then when the character makes a basic attack, exhaust the shield, sidearm, and remove 1 ammo counter, and then deal 1 damage to an enemy with it. Alright, we're going to do Cybernetic Arm. We're going to do 1 by 1. We get to add additional damage because we're paying for attack events, so we're going to deal 3 damage to the Berserk Mutate. It's going to defeat it. And I can trigger Lethal Protector to remove 2 threat off the scheme. And then if this defeats him, I can throw 2 damage onto something else. We'll throw it on there. He's defeated. And then we're going to do Super Soldiers. And we're going to pay for another 1 by 1. Which is going to... Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to attack the Zola's Mutate with Deathlock. So I'll do that to attack, and then I'm going to trigger my Shield Sidearm. And I'm going to exhaust the Shield Sidearm to remove 1 ammo counter. And then I can deal 1 damage to an enemy, which I'm going to deal to the Ultimate Vile Servant. And the Zola's Mutate will take 1 damage. And then we play the 1 resource to pay for a 1 by 1, which will do 2 damage to the Zola's Mutate, which will defeat him. Responding to my Lethal Protector, I can remove 2 off the threat. And because the 1 by 1 did defeat the minion, I get to throw 2 damage onto a Ultimate Vile Servant. Then 1 consequential damage goes on to Deathlock. And then I'll do 1 resource, and I'll attach a Shield Sidearm onto the Bucky. And then also put 3 counters on that. And that's all we got. Drawing into Spawning for Fights, Winter Window, Soldier Spy, Firepower, Black Widow, arm block. All right. 2 threat on. Test counter. Attacking for 2. We'll cybernetic arm. Play arm block. We'll do 3 damage to him. So that'll take him down to 7. And then I'll get hit 1 for retaliate. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I prevent all the damage because I use my arm to block. Then the ultimate Bile Servant's going to attack. Take it. Then the counter card. Berserk Mutate, Quick Strike. Take it. And that's player's turn. I'm going to... Oh, wait, actually, when he came in, I'm going to discard this to grab... another arm block, I guess. Oh. A battle punch. Let's do man on the wall. Actually. I'm gonna play 3. I'm gonna put in Black Widow, and I'm gonna retrieve an attack event card back. Actually, I'm gonna take the other one. It'll be any attack event, right? Yeah. Let's grab. Grab 1 by 1 stud. Yeah. Alright, so then we can have Widow. Warp 2 off of that. Actually, we don't need to do that. We actually just Saber. Actually, let's do Man of War. I'll play the Winter Widow Soldier Spy. I'll deal 4 damage to Zola. So that's going to bring him down to 2. He's going to hit me with Retaliate. So that drops me down to 2 health. And then I can put a preparation upgrade for my discard pile into play. And I'm going to go for my Silent Infiltration, because it's a really good card. And unfortunately, I am out of resources. But I am readied up, so that's fine. I'm just gonna hit him for 2. Do that. And then we can get rid of this. And I can ready back up. Then we can reconfuse Zola, and then we can actually have Widow thwart the other 2 off of that. And the crazy thing is, I've been pretty much confused this whole game, because Lethal Protector isn't a thwart ability, so it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna flip down. We're gonna recover 3. And we're gonna ready up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is gonna go to 2. Gonna go to 2. He's confused. 0 scheme. Encased in ice attached to your identity. Stupid. Now I gotta get out of that. We're gonna safe house, draw a card, and then discard so we get a minion in play. No more minions? Did we kill them all? Yeah, we did. Whoops. Well, this just got bad. Guess I should have looked. Cover 3. Go to 8. So we're gonna flip. And we're gonna so that's reducing it to 2, then 1, 2. That's 8, and then 3 moves over to me, so I lose 3 health. Get rid of that. And then we go. I don't know if I want to flip them yet. We'll play 3. We'll put in Bambino. And then we'll put... down there. I will do... So when you do the sidearm, it's not an attack. It's just so we're doing a basic attack on the Berserk Mutate. Then you exhaust the shield sidearm, remove 1 ammo counter, deal 1 damage. So we can deal 1 damage to Zola to leave him at 1, and then we'll put 1 damage on him for the attack. And then Deathlock goes to 2 consequential right now. Widow for 2 off of that. Put her up to 2. And we'll... But yeah. So that's 2 threats. Another touch counter goes on. That's 3. Oh no, it's gonna be 3 altogether because there's 2 acceleration. No. 3 goes on. Then we discard so we get a minion. There it is. Then these get removed. Zola attacks. I forgot to drop my hand too. That's 2, 3, 4 ducked out. So actually, technically, this would be my encounter card. Then we would have discarded, and we would have got bastards. That's the correct sequence. And then 4. So Zola's attacking me. I exhausted. Zola's attacking, and then we'll have Deathlock block it, so it's gonna be 2. Shuffle this back to the deck. Then Berserk Mutate attacks for 2. I'm gonna take the 2. Drops me to 3. He hits me for 1. That drops me to 2. On a counter card. This one is Zola's Mutate. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a attack attachment is discarded. And then it goes on to him. Alright, so He gets defensive programming. So he gets +2 health, so he's got 7. And he also gains guard. And being attacked. Widow blocks it. How can we bypass all this? So, I think the timing works on this. I would attack the Berserk Mutate. Well, actually, first, I would put in Nick Fury Sr. for free with Man on the Wall. And then I would draw 2 cards. So I got Metal Punch now, and then whichever spot, which is useless. He did 16 damage. Alright. So, I think the logical thing to do would be to we have Nick Sr. Put 2 on the Berserk. And here's 1. We have him attack the 2. We'll take the consequential damage. Then Winter Soldier is going to basic attack the Berserk Mutate. So we basic attack. Then we also exhaust our Winter's Rifle. And we're going to exhaust the Bambino to remove 1 counter. And the attack's going to deal 3 additional damage and overkill. And I'm also going to exhaust my shield sidearm and remove 1 counter, so I'm making a basic attack. Now, when I remove the 1 ammo counter, this is an interrupt also. So I can deal 1 damage to an enemy. So I'm going to deal the 1 damage, and it's not an attack, sidearm. So that's going to ping the 1 damage off Zola, which is going to defeat his 2nd stage. And then that's going to reveal his 3rd stage. And each player will search the encounter deck, discard pile for a minion, and reveal it, and then shuffle the encounter deck. I'll just put one of those in. That comes in with toughness. And he gets 16 health now. And then still finishing the attack that's on the Berserk Mutate. So that's 2, 3, 4 from the rifle. And then 5, 6, 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7. And the Berserk Mutate has 1 health left. So there's going to be 6 damage that has overkill. That's going to go straight to Zola. And it bypasses guard because it's not an attack. So the Berserk Mutate gets defeated. 6 damage goes to Zola. I don't get hit with the Retaliate because I didn't attack him. I get to trigger his Lethal Protector to remove 2 threat off the main. Or off the scheme. So he's gone. Zola's got 10 health left. And then I'm going to play Strength to put in a Stealth Infiltration. And then I'm going to exhaust my Cybernetic Arm. And I'm going to play Genius to play a Metal Punch, which is going to do an additional damage because I used my arm to pay for it. And this card gains overkill because I used my arm to pay for it. And I'm going to attack the other Berserk Mutate. And he's got 2 health, so that's 8 damage. He's got 2 health remaining, so 3, so it's another 6 damage of overkill that's going to go on to him. And that's going to leave him at 4. And with the Berserk Mutate defeated, I get to trigger the Lethal Protector again to remove this. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to discard the Silent Infiltration to ready my hero. And then I'm going to confuse Zola. And this doesn't work because everything's exhausted, right? Yeah. So, ready up. I have a free block right here, and then I gotta deal with the ultimate bio. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 3 threat. I think the only possible move I have to winning this game now is flipping down. We'll do a recover of 3. Goes to 5. I am going to I'm gonna throw these 2 away. And I'm gonna drop to 6. 4, 5, 6. And then we're gonna unexhaust all this. And we're gonna see what happens. Alright, so 3 threat goes onto the main. Zola is confused. 1, 2, 3. 3 threat goes on. Well, if he gets one of his activate cards or if he gets an advance, I lose. And we got it. Lucky. That is a lucky thing that just happened. Alright, so we survived that. And then it is player turn. We'll go ahead and safe house and discard until we get a minion because it's fun. It's fun just to pull them all out. Alright, so put Zola's Mutate. Oh, I forgot to put the test counter on, which doesn't even really matter. Alright, Nick Fury Sr. goes away. This was end of round. We are going to... So we got two metal punches in our hands right now. We're good. Alright, we're gonna flip to hero. And we are going to... We are going to... We'll attack the Zola's mutate. So we're gonna attack with 2. And then we're gonna shield sidearm. And then we're gonna winner's rifle. Actually, no. We don't need the shield sidearm. Actually, we can. We'll do a shield sidearm. And we'll do the winner's rifle. So we'll remove one ammo counter off that. We'll deal 1 damage over to Zola. That is not an attack, so he's at 3, and then we hit the Zola mutate for 4. And then we'll cybernetic our arm. And then that's gonna be 1. And in all honesty, we'll go 1 and 2, 3. And then we play Metal Punch. We use Cybernetic Arm as the generate raw resource to help pay for the Metal Punch, I should say. 7 damage. But you get 1 additional damage because we use the arm. So that's 8. And then this now has Overkill because we use the arm to pay for it. He only has 1 hit point. So it's 7 overkill damage transferred over to Zola, defeated. There you go. Took a couple attempts, but yeah, that's good. That feels really good. I mean, it was literally a game over. Took a risk going down just to see if we could, because we would have died if we stayed up. Took the gamble. Flip down. He probably still had, and this is a recycled encounter deck, so yeah, there was still 1 more advance in the encounter deck, and he still had his other 3 activation cards. We would have lost. There was 4 cards in there that could have ended us. Yeah, there it is. So we were close to it. But well, on that note, Winter Soldier. That's fun. I'm gonna modify the deck though. I mean, it plays. I mean, it won. It beat Zola on Expert with Blizzard. Blizzard's annoying. I gotta double check though to make sure because I'm not too sure if force response after he attacks a character, search the encounter deck, and then you slap on encased ice and attach to that character. Otherwise, stun it. So I'm just trying to think that can you put 2 of these 2 encased ices on a character? Because it doesn't say limit 1 per character, and it also doesn't say you can't defend, such you can't attack. So that's why I defined it with cap with that one. But I am going to take a break. And then I'm probably gonna jump back on later, and then probably play some more Soldier, and then I'm gonna bust out Falcon. So. And on that note, I am